You have to walk very carefully in this area. I looked at it a number of years ago, and I was very sympathetic to the medical marijuana idea. And I think under controlled circumstances, there are circumstances that you described, these two young ladies for whom it might be a matter of either life and death or dramatic change in quality of life. I think that's one thing. On the other hand, if it's simply an excuse as an interim step to make marijuana legal for everybody, which is what happens in some of the states that have gone down this road, then I'd be opposed to it. So I think you have to be very careful about what you're describing and under what circumstances. And if it's a rare, unusual case, I think that's one thing. If it's the general legalization, I think that's a huge mistake.
What is the ideological difference, though, between allowing it for medical purposes in many states in America now as it is? It's already allowed for recreational reasons in some others. People still classify it in America. It's classified by the lawmakers as dangerous as heroin or LSD, which is palpable nonsense. At what point, if it seems to be just basically something that can help people who are sick or can be used recreationally like alcohol and tobacco, why bother being so anti it being legalized?
Well, first of all, most of the studies that have been done at the National Institute of Health do indicate that there are impacts on people's brains that are real. They're not comparable to heroin or cocaine, but they are real. And I think that's an issue that people who've looked at this can argue about, but I think it's a very real question. Second, I think there's a huge difference. You start out as you just did. Oh, here's this terrible case, a 2-year-old girl, a unique circumstance, and suddenly the next question is, gee, why not legalize it for everyone? And frankly, that's why back when I first came out many years in the 1980s and said we should consider medical marijuana, and I backed off because so many parents came to me and said, you know this is the first step, and you know what the signal is going to send to our children is it's okay to use it. And they were so frightened of the cultural symbol that I just backed off of and decided it wasn't worth the cost. Now, you've raised very narrow, specialized concerns for very specific people that could be handled within the medical system. That I would consider. But I wouldn't then leap from that to a general legalization.
Would you support Chris Christie to run as a Republican nominee in 2016? He seems to be gearing up for a run.
If he wins the nomination, I would enthusiastically support him as opposed to...
It wasn't really my question, Mr. Speaker. I was more asking whether you would support him as the nominee, if you get my drift, sort of before the egg is laid.
I'm not going to support any one person. There are a number of great candidates who are going to run. I certainly endorse the idea that Chris Christie should consider running, that he would be a very formidable candidate, and that he strengthens and broadens the Republican Party by representing a blue state, a heavily unionized state, doing it very effectively. He is a very good governor of New Jersey, and I think he would bring a lot to the Republican primary process.